And welcome back to Music Free Gaming, and I am standing on top of what I've lovingly been calling the soup can of doom. This is this big cylinder on my castle, and I can't really call it a tower because it's wrong. It's not a tower. There's nothing. I mean, it's kind of towerish. No, it's just a big cylinder of cylinderness, and I think I want to add on to it. I actually want to make this bigger. But bigger in the upwards direction. So that is what is going to happen today. It's going to be a blast, I'm sure. Or, there's going to be a lot of falling and derpage. One of those things. So I've got the elevator coming up here, which is really helpful so I can get up to my, creeper farm up there and all that stuff. Okay? Fabulous. But what I think I want to do is I want to come in from... Let's see, the center is actually in line with this. That's kind of sort of convenient. And I want to come in a little bit. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right there-ish. Something like that. Maybe. Yeah, something like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to end up basically building a smaller circle here. And it's going to be fun and exciting. Building a circle on top of a circle. Yes. No, trust me, I have plans. I actually planned things. Okay, I thought about this for about 30 seconds, but that counts as a plan here. Can't believe I built the whole thing off center. I mean, I was so careful and stuff. All right. No, we'll clean this off. Start over because, we got to get this right or something, right? Right. When I was growing up, my dad would take pictures of us, right? He'd focus in, right? And while he was focusing, he said, yep, try to be sure you get your nose on straight, right? Well, now we have our tower on straight. Or at least, kinda. Maybe, sorta. Yeah, it's on straight. Let's get some floor in and then we'll start seeing what's going to happen with some of the rest of this thing. So we've got ourselves the beginning of a staircase, I think. So let's clean out some of this dirt. And what I decided to do is just run this basically so it's 2 blocks away from all of the exterior walls. Okay. Now I did that in part so I've got a little bit of space to work with for if I want to do a handrail or if I want to do something else. I've got space to do that. Now, that said, that looks really silly being only 1 block wide. So what I'm going to do is we're going to widen this out with some deep slate tiles. Okay. All right. We'll just run this kind of this way. And if I can put the slabs in the right place, right? So we'll just run this up this way. And then I think this is going to actually look fairly good when it's done. I'm not totally convinced that this is the way this should be. But I think this is the way it's going to be. Right? I mean, it's not perfect, but I think it's good enough and you can walk up it smoothly and get back up onto the second layer. So, all right. We'll go with that. Here's sort of what I'm thinking, okay? We're going to do all sorts of outside garden-y stuff out here. And somehow I might possibly be able to make this look kind of okay. We're going to come back inside, right? So we've got our weird spiral staircase coming up here. And then we'll come in this side and I'll do another weird spiral staircase coming up over there. But it's going to have to be a steeper staircase. So I might actually come up chunk, just at regular blocks and go up that way. Okay. So, yeah, we'll be okay. We'll see how this goes. So here we go with the staircase up to the next level. Now, I said it needs to be a little bit steeper. And what I decided to do was go with this wall and carpet combination. And what's cool about this is you just walk right up it. right? Just like stairs, except it's not stairs, it's walls and carpet. And so you get this nice contrast of the bright colors of the walls. Now, I'm not totally convinced of the blue carpet here, but it's a good placeholder until I get up to the top and decide I want to do something else. But, you know, I think it works. I think this is a fairly reasonable staircase. But I want this to come up probably about that level-ish, right? If you see my pointer, which might be 10, 12 blocks, though higher might be even better. So I'm going to spend a little time running this thing around the outside, a little bit of brick, and we'll see how this goes. Boy, this looks really bad right now. We are definitely in the ugly, awkward phase, okay? Most builds do it. Most builds go through an ugly, awkward phase. Sometimes they grow out of it. I'm definitely in an ugly, awkward phase, and that is okay. I have a semblance of a roof. Now, I've got holes, which is, I think it's going to be okay, because I think what I want to do is, I'm going to wait for this to oxidize, but I think I want to put in some blocks here that are going to stand out in the oxidization. Right, so this will all be green, and right, you see I've got all of this brick happening, right? All of this happening down here. Well, I might take some brick, or I might take a little bit of something just to give some color splashes around the top of this roof. Okay? I don't know what, but I feel like I'd be cool with a little bit of something going on here. This was a thing I knew it was going to be a problem. That's part of the reason I hadn't done it yet, was I was kind of sort of putting it off. You know, it was that it was that sort of thing. It's like, yep, I could do this and struggle and suffer and not know what I'm doing. I could totally do that. Or I could not do that, and I could do something else. Well, the time has come where I must suffer for my art. So here we are with the suffering. Well, the crenellations are all up around the first level of the tower. You know, the soup can of doom is looking a little bit less soup canny, which is great. And yeah, I think it's definitely helping. The next couple of layers are going to be covered in gardeny stuff. So I don't know that I'm going to put crenellations and stuff up there. I might still anyway, but this is, I think, looking a lot better than it did, even just a little bit before. It's amazing what a little time AFK will do. My copper is all changed, and I managed to get enough honey to fill in the light for the lighthouse, which is fabulous. Now, obviously we're not done. The lighthouse is still dark, which I think we're going to solve with some lava, actually, because that's the plan. We're absolutely putting lava behind all of this honey. But I had another idea that I think I want to do before I get all of the lava in, because that just seems like the right order to do things. So let's go get some glass. Yes, we're going to be playing with glass. It's going to be fun. I've done a little bit of trading, so I have some glass, which might be enough for this project. The problem is I'm going to need a lot of it to be yellow and orange. Okay. Now, I think I've got enough dye to do this, but we're gonna see. Hopefully it's enough. Trust me. This is gonna be cool, I think. Probably. So this is what I needed all the glass for, as I basically set up this lovely fog effect with a bunch of orange glass and then yellow glass, and then we're up here. Now, up here is where I'm going to be pouring lava in to light the lighthouse. So, and get rid of that scaffolding, that type of thing. But that I'm going to do from up top. Now, I am only slightly crazy. So I'm going to go get some fire resist potions so I can avoid pouring, or at least setting myself on fire when I eventually do pour lava on myself. All right, fire resist potion engaged. So the idea is we're going to pour some lava right down there. We'll let it spread, and that's going to go away. And I'm going to do the same thing here. We'll do a little bit of slap a honey block and some lava. Let it spread, and then that honey block goes away. Okay? And I'm just going to do this all the way around. Okay? I have to get some more lava out, but that's just fine. Oh, right. So just because it's wrong doesn't mean that's the way it should be. Okay, so that will go that way. We'll let the lava pour out so it's across all 5. Right? That way it'll pour down. Okay. This is the last lava to go in here. All right, so that's gone. We'll go ahead and take out that honey. Did I get the honey? I think I did get the honey. Okay. And then it looks like I'm going to have to... Oh, this is so trippy. Oh, this one didn't get de-honeyed. Okay. So that's all going to pour down. And then I've got just a little space right down below that looks like it's going to need some honey. Oh, this is... Sorry, this is breaking my mind. Okay. Yeah, just that little spot right there. Okay. Which, I think... Alright, again, fire res. I've got 3 more minutes, so we'll get down here. Alright, and then... out we go. Aha! Beautiful. The next thing I want to do is... we'll just get some glass here and cover up this lava so that it doesn't pose a problem for me if I ever come back in here. But now we have everything in place. So I'm going to get this glass in place, and then we'll go take a look at the lighthouse and see what it looks like from outside. And there it is, all lit up. And of course it's starting to rain because, you know, it is. But that's why you have a lighthouse. So when it's wet and rainy, you can see where everything is, right? Look at that. Oh, that's actually looking pretty nice up there. Now, obviously the lighthouse needs some detail, but I like it. I think it's got a good look. I said, I'll put some details around the outside, but sweet, that is looking great. So I've added some details to the, I guess, the middle layer of the tower, right? You've got the lighthouse. There's the big area down there. So I've got some fountains. I decided to bring the brick of the lighthouse down into the rest of this build here. Okay. And I'm using some of the nice deep slate and some waxed copper to, you know, accent things. I've also slipped some lights under honey blocks, like down here, you know, at the corners. I have some lights back there under the waterfall, which looks kind of cool. Let me free cam out here for a minute. Right, and you can kind of see how this looks overall, right? Got some nice details around the top of the lighthouse. The lighthouse itself is a little bland. I think it needs something. I'm just not entirely sure what yet. And then I've got all of the moss, because again, this is supposed to eventually be gardenish, right? But I like the details I've got around this second layer. I'm not a fan of all of the gray, okay? You look at this, right, and the gray itself isn't bad. I'm just not sure I like the stone, right? I think the stone might be a little flat. But otherwise, I think this is looking pretty good. And yeah, the fog effect is great. It's not quite as well lit as I would like. I think I need to get in there maybe with some glow lichen and light up at least the first layer, but it's not bad. And you come up top, and I added some guardrails, or at least the hint of guardrails. Yeah, don't walk there. But yeah, all in all, I think this is gonna be okay. Obviously, there's a lot of greenery and a lot of other detail that has to happen, but for where it's at, I think it's in good shape. Now here's a look at it using free cam, and yeah, it's definitely looking a lot better than it was. I mean, the soup can still looks like a soup can to some extent. I'm still waffling about what I want to do for details down there. But at least the top couple of layers, the lighthouse and that top section, are looking pretty okay. Like I said, I need to add a lot of details. I need to add a lot of greenery. And I have no idea what I'm going to do on the second layer. It's just that something needs to happen there, and I don't know what. I have no idea. I have no idea what's going to happen. And that's okay. I think, you know, I'll come back to it, and it's going to look, well, I'm sure I'll come up with something that'll look better. But that someday is not today. I think this is about all the time I've got for this project for now. I mean, yes, it's been a month. I've been busy. I have not been able to work on this like I've wanted to, but progress is being made. And hey, if you like progress and eventually getting back to projects, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and all that good stuff. And until next time, be excellent to each other. This is Music Free Gaming signing off.